In this video, I'll show you how to drive and read the linear TCD1304. CCDs are analog devices that require driving pulses to function. In the datasheet for the CCD, you find information about the timing of the pulses. The TCD1304 needs 3 driving pulses: the master clock, the shift gate, and the integration clear gate. I'll use an STMicro Nucleo F401 board to drive and read the CCD. The Nucleo F401 is a cheap evaluation board with an ARM Cortex M4 processor. It can run at speeds of up to 84 MHz, so it's a fast little chip, but it's the processor's peripherals that make it really useful. First we have the master clock. The CCD accepts a master clock with a frequency in the range of 0.8 to 4 MHz. For reasons I'll explain later in the video, the master clock runs at 1.4 MHz in my firmware. With a proper delay, you can easily toggle one of the Nucleo's pins to get pulses in the master clock's frequency range. But remember, we need 3 pulses. It will be much easier to configure the microprocessor's timers to do the work for us than to create a loop that can handle 3 pulses with 3 different frequencies. If you want to know about the details of setting up the timers, have a look in the source code. Because I'm too stupid to figure out how to get access to the peripherals with mbed, I'm using STMicro's standard peripherals library. Now I've set up a timer to toggle a pin to drive the CCD's master clock. You see the Nucleo is connected to the oscilloscope to see if the master clock is indeed running at 1.4 MHz. I'll just set the timescale to something useful and set up the triggers so we can measure the period, which should be 1 divided by 1.4 million. That's 714 nanoseconds. So that worked well, but we still have 2 more timers to set up, and this time there are some timing requirements that we also need to be aware of. I've tried to make it a bit clearer in the comments in the source code, but again, using timers, it's really not very difficult. On the scope, it looks something like this. So now we have all the driving pulses set up. Let's try it out. First, I've connected the CCD and the F401. As you see, the CCD is mounted on a circuit board, and this circuit board just hosts the typical drive circuit that you also find in the datasheet. You can drive the CCD directly from the Nucleo board just fine, but I think you will see more noise, though I'm not sure. Here the scope is connected to the output of the CCD, and you see the CCD just to the right of the laptop. It's a bit hard to see the screen properly, but you have the inverted ICG pulse as the blue line on the scope. The CCD output is the red line. The integration time is 400 microseconds, and the CCD is completely saturated. So I've just covered it up a bit using 2 post-its, but the chip is still saturated. The completely full pixels just flood the shift registers. The actual output, the 3648 pixels, is just a little square drop just after the ICG pulse. These screen dumps may show the output better. The second one is made with the F401's built-in ADC. Surprisingly, for me at least, the scope was the source of much of the noise in the output. So let's turn our focus to the output. Remember I set the master clock to 1.4 MHz rather than 2 MHz, which is the typical value for the CCD. Well, the reason is that the pixels are clocked out at a rate 1/4 of the master clock. We need to be able to sample the value of each pixel at this rate, and the ADC is just exactly too slow to digitize values at 500 kHz. Again, there are more details and calculations in the comments in the source code, so look at that if you want a better explanation than what I can give here.